Hello children, good morning to all. Welcome back to class 11 microeconomics class. We were discussing consumer equilibrium using ordinal utility analysis. Here, utility is measured in qualitative order. That means it is measured in ranks. In ordinal utility analysis, consumer equilibrium determined by price line and indifference curve. In the previous class, we have learned about these concepts. What is budget line? Budget line shows all the possible combination of two goods which a consumer can buy at given level of income and price of commodity. That we have assumed that consumer spend his entire income for the consumption of two goods. Then what about indifference curve? Indifference curve is the locus of point represents bundles of two goods which provide equal satisfaction to the consumer. Indifference map is a set of indifference curve in which higher indifference curve represents higher level of satisfaction. To determine consumer equilibrium, both price line and indifference map are combined together. So let us understand consumer equilibrium by using ordinal analysis or by indifference curve. Consumer equilibrium by indifference curve analysis. So what is consumer equilibrium? A consumer is said to be in equilibrium when given his income and market price of the commodity, he plans his expenditure in such a manner that he maximizes his total satisfaction. So maximum satisfaction from fixed income. That is the main aim of a consumer. Okay. Here we assumed that income and price of the commodity are fixed. So this fixed income or limited income, the consumer tried to maximize his satisfaction. So that level is known as consumer equilibrium. Then in terms of indifference analysis, a consumer attains equilibrium when he satisfies all these conditions. So what are the conditions for consumer equilibrium in indifference curve analysis? So conditions are, first one, price line should be tangent to the indifference curve. That is the first condition. Then the second condition, indifference curve should be convex to origin. As we said earlier, it is the main property of indifference curve. Why indifference curve are in convex to origin? Because of diminishing marginal rate of substitution or diminishing slope of indifference curve. That is, in order to gain additional unit of good one, consumer is not ready to sacrifice more unit of good 2. He also want good 2. So he are not ready to sacrifice more unit of good 2. That's why MRS is diminishing. So indifference curve is always convex to origin. Then the third condition is slope of indifference curve. What is the slope of indifference curve? MRS should be equal to the slope of price line. So price line, the slope of price line is otherwise known as price ratio and it can be calculated by Px by Py. So it is nothing but the application of EQ marginal utility. So what is the law of EQ marginal utility? According to this law, mu of x divided by price of x is equal to mu of y divided by price of y. If we interchange p of x to mu y, we will get mu of x divided by mu of y is equal to price of x divided by price of y. Here MRS is equal to mu of x divided by mu of y. That means the rate of sacrifice in term to gain more good of commodity y. So sacrificing ratio is the MRS. Okay. So it is a application of EQ marginal utility. That's why slope of indifference curve should be equal to the slope of price line. Okay. Then we can discuss this consumer equilibrium with the help of a diagram. Okay, you can see a diagram on screen. Here in this figure we can see that there are 4 indifference curves, that is IC1, IC2, IC3 and IC4, and all these indifference curves are convex to origin. This is the origin and the indifference curve are convex to origin, and where IC1 is the lowest indifference curve and IC4 is the highest indifference curve. That is IC2. Here this is the IC2. IC2 will give more satisfaction than IC1. IC3 will give more satisfaction than IC1 and IC2. And IC4 will give more satisfaction than IC1, IC2 and IC3. In this curve, where did you think the consumer will have the highest level of satisfaction? It will be on the IC4 because it is the highest indifference curve. But can consumer reach that level? No, because his purchasing capacity limited to price line or budget line. Here the budget line is AF. This is the budget line. He cannot go beyond the budget line. He has to stick the point on budget line or be inside the budget line. But we have learned consumer get more benefit when he is on the budget line rather than inside the budget line. On the budget line, we have 5 points. What are they? A, B, E, S and F. So consumer will try to choose one of these points which give him maximum satisfaction. So in this point, from among this point, which is the equilibrium point? Here point B and S, which also on budget line. This points laying on same indifference curve, that is IC1 curve. This B and S are on same indifference curve. That means they give same level of satisfaction. There is no difference between point B and S. Then when we take point E, which is on the budget line as well as it is on the higher indifference curve, that is IC2. So the point E will give more satisfaction than point B and S. And this point, that is B and S, intersect price line, but they are not tangent the budget line. And also their slope cannot be equal. The slope of this point, in this 2 points, the slope of indifference curve is not equal to budget line. Then what about point G and H? The G and H are desirable point because he will get more satisfaction but not attainable. Why? Because it is impossible to go beyond IC2 curve. This is because they were budget line restrict the purchasing power of a consumer. So point E is tangent to IC2. So our first condition is satisfied, and at point D, IC2 is convex to the point of origin, and at point D, the slope of IC2, that is MRS, is equal to slope of price line, that is Px by Py. So as per our condition, point E is the equilibrium point of a consumer. Why must MRS be equal to price ratio? Because transaction can happen only if MRS is higher than price ratio or at least equal to price ratio. That's why we are taking MRS is equal to price ratio. That means slope of indifference curve is equal to slope of price line. So point E is satisfying all the conditions. So we have taken E as the equilibrium point of a consumer. Okay students, I hope you understood consumer equilibrium using indifference curve. So we have learned two analysis of consumer equilibrium, cardinal analysis and ordinal analysis. In cardinal analysis, utility or satisfaction is measured in cardinal number. Then we have learned three situations: consumer equilibrium in the case of single commodity, consumer equilibrium in the case of two commodity with same price, and consumer equilibrium in the case of two commodity with different prices. Then what about the ordinal utility analysis? It is qualitative. Utility is measured in qualitative order. We are measured utility in rank position. That is known as ordinal utility analysis. For this purpose, we required budget line and indifference curve. So this was about consumer equilibrium. In the next class, we will start with another important concept in consumer behavior, that is demand. So children, you must watch the URL and attend the test paper, download your notes and learn it well. So children, meet in the next class. Thank you. Bye.